This is just my 2 cents, but please be sure to verify this information. I do remember when the current Prime Minister of Finland, Mr. Peter Orpo, was campaigning in order to get into the government during the last election in 2023, if I remember correctly. Yes, he attended one podcast of which I was able to follow, and in that podcast, he made one comment which was very serious. Yeah, he said that foreigners in Finland do not want to work, and for that reason, his government was going to tighten the rules and conditions that will force these foreigners in Finland to get jobs. And we all saw what came after he was able to take over the government. They tightened the conditions, they tightened the policies. They even brought up the so-called 3 months rule. If you recall, is that if you are unable to get a job within 3 months and you hold this work-based resident permit, then your permit may be revoked. But at the same time, if you go out to ask internationals, to ask foreigners in the street, what's your status now? They will be telling you, I'm looking for a job. I've been looking for a job for 2 years, 4 years. I'm unable to get any job. And so the question comes, why someone like Mr. Peter Orpo claim that internationals or foreigners do not want to find jobs, to the extent where they have to tighten the conditions so that these foreigners who do not want to work, they will be forced to get jobs. Why? Where did this come from? So I had to take the time to think about it myself, and I was able to get an answer. So this is what I was able to come up with. The government officials are unable to tell which individual is looking for a job and which one does not want to get jobs, because it is true there are some other people who do not want to work because they can survive on what's available to them. Finland is providing the basic support, but at the same time there is a very good number of people who are striving, working hard to look for jobs. They do all they can. They are giving all they have in order to get a job, but it has been extremely difficult. This is a reality. Yes, but why do we have this situation? So I do believe that, not I believe, actually this is how it is. The only way that these government officials and other people from high offices, the only way they can evaluate the situation is through statistics. And Finland is one of those countries that work hard on statistics. How many people have registered as job seekers? How many internationals have actually registered as job seekers? How many of them do not have jobs? So I do believe that when they come to assess how many foreigners have been registered as job seekers, they come to realize there is a very low number of people. Why? Because for us as foreigners, we think, well, for me to register, I have to register because I need support from Kela or from any welfare system. But I don't want to be among those who get the free support. I want to get my own job, my own way, so that I can be fully independent. But it's not only about getting support from the welfare system. Sometimes it's about, adding to the statistics. How many people do we have actually looking for jobs? Are these guys really looking for jobs? One time, I was able to talk to one staff from the employment office, and she also mentioned that she actually acknowledged that many foreigners are looking for jobs without any successes, and she was able to suggest an idea to the government that perhaps they should find a way to even pay employers, so that employers can give a chance to foreigners at least to do a job tryout. And she told me that in their office, they had many ideas on how they can support the recruitment of foreigners to finish businesses. But the question comes, how many foreigners turn up to the employment office in asking for the support? That was the question that, remained unanswered because many foreigners think that for you to register as a job seeker, you have to be the one who needs that welfare support, which is not very true. You may have your job, for instance, maybe you have graduated in a particular profession, you are not able to get a job in that profession, but maybe you got another job in another profession. You could still be registered as a job seeker, and you could still get the support in looking for a job while you are still working in another job. That's the reality. But the good thing is that with you being registered and someone else being registered, then at least the good number can be seen. Okay, so we have this number of people who are all looking for jobs. So the situation is like this. So these people are really looking for job. Why? Because they are registered here. This can even help to adjust the policies in a way that it can support the situation. I hope you understand, right? Yeah, so my advice is that please do register if you are a job seeker. Whether you currently have a job already and you're still looking for another job in your profession, or you don't have any job for now and you are really looking for any kind of job, register. Maybe I can give you a final tip. A final tip is that as you're looking for a job with the support from the employment office, make sure you put forward your profession. Do not underestimate your profession in any way. Do not be overwhelmed by other people's comment that your profession does not matter here in Finland, because there is a good number of foreigners as well who will stop at all to mention about their profession. They will stop to say, I've done business. They will go to the employment office and say, I need any job. If I get cleaning, it's okay. No, it's not good. It's not good at all. It's good to ask even for a cleaning job for survival. Though, again, I'm not saying that cleaning job is not a good job. Cleaning job is a professional job to those who have done education on cleaning. There are people who are doing bachelor degree in cleaning and they are professional cleaners. So I have to clarify myself on that one. So even cleaning itself, it's a professional job. Though we know that cleaning is one of categories of jobs that may be available to others who are not that professional in that field yet. So yeah, that's it. So that's my advice. If you're looking for a job, register as a job seeker, and when you get access to your mentor or to the coach from the employment office, make sure you put forward your profession so that arrangements can be made with respect to your profession, in looking out for the companies that you may do the job tryout, looking out for the companies that you may send some contact or something like that, so your CV, something like that. Yep. I hope this message will be useful in some way. Please let me know if you find this message useful to you.